Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about accessories on vehicles and whether or not you should buy them from the dealership or if you get them from some aftermarket company, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to give you the pros and cons on it, and yeah, that's basically going to be the video. If you aren't familiar with me, I worked in the car industry for about 3 years. I spent most of the time as a salesperson. I did spend a little bit of time as a manager, and I learned quite a bit. And yeah, I mean, it's that simple. This series has actually been a lot of fun for me to make, but I've gotten a lot of negative feedback from dealerships for it for obvious reasons. I think it's kind of funny because, yeah, I'm just saying things they don't want me to say. But with all that being said, let's get into the topic. Now, first, I want to define accessories. I am not going to be talking about warranties in this video because I know some people might call that an accessory to a car purchase, but what I mean by accessories is, let's say you get a truck, and let's say you get lift, tires, rims, bed liner, all that kind of stuff. That's an accessory. Or anything else that's added onto the vehicle, it's like physically added onto the vehicle, I consider an accessory on it. Now, if it's something that is coverage on the vehicle, that's not an accessory just for this video's sake. With all that being said, let's kind of go into different types of accessories. I already mentioned a few on trucks. Typical accessories that you'll see: different tires. You'll see lift kits. You'll see basically different types of rims. You'll see bumper upgrades sometimes. Don't really see a whole lot in terms of power upgrades. Occasionally, some stuff from like Ford with the Raptor, you'll see power upgrades from dealerships, but typically not. Bed liner, side steps is another common truck accessory. On cars, a really common accessory is going to be wheels. I see, sometimes I'll even see vinyl on cars lately, which I think is awesome because I love vinyl. Window tint, and this goes on to trucks as well. That's an accessory they see all the time that dealerships add to vehicles is going to be window tint. Another thing is nitrogen-filled tires, which we will get into that. And I mean, I feel like that kind of covers the bulk of it. Now, again, there are some specialty things, like sometimes dealerships will do like a crazy build where they'll like supercharge a car, turbocharge a car, but that's pretty rare and that's not kind of all across the industry. Now that we've pretty much covered what an accessory is, let's get into the pros and cons of purchasing accessories from the dealership. Now, the first pro is just ease of access. That's a huge benefit of getting a vehicle from a dealership that is already accessorized, or basically putting accessories on your vehicle with the dealership, is it's just ease of access. If the vehicle already has the accessories put on it, you don't lose any time or effort into getting those accessories put on because they are already on the vehicle. All you have to do is just go give the dealership your hard-earned money and you're off on your way in your big lifted diesel, right? Or the other thing is, if you do everything at the dealership, then sometimes it makes it a little bit more streamlined. What I saw all the time with what I helped customers out with is I'd have customers all the time that would buy a certain vehicle, and like a truck, for example, and they'd want to lift it and maybe put leather on the interior or something like that. And what we would do for them is we would go get those accessories put on the vehicle for them, and in the meantime, we would actually give them a vehicle to drive around completely for free so they wouldn't have to worry about a rental car or anything like that. And they get all the accessories put on their vehicle. They would have a car to drive around, and so they really wouldn't be out any time. They would just be out time with the new vehicle that they drove, which sucks that you can't drive a vehicle that you just bought. But I mean, honestly, don't be a prima donna, and it's something that you could very easily deal with. The next huge benefit is the fact that you can finance the accessories. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be against this. I personally am kind of in the middle about it. It's something that I personally wouldn't do, but I understand it when people do it. And if you buy accessories after the fact, you can finance them, but obviously it's going to be a personal loan or something, and you probably will have a pretty hardcore interest rate that's just not all that fun, especially if you put it on a credit card. Never put accessories on a credit card, by the way. Always pay cash. But anyways, if you basically buy a vehicle and put accessories on it from the dealership, a lot of times the dealerships can roll that into the financing. And so if you get a really low financing rate, then you can finance the accessories and the vehicle, and so you don't have to fork out thousands of dollars to get a big lifted truck. And I know I keep talking about big lifted trucks, but that's what I sold, so I'm kind of just used to that that's my area of expertise, I guess. But yeah, that's another huge benefit, is the fact that you can actually finance the accessories. And I think that pretty much covers all of, well, there's actually one more benefit, and I almost forgot about this. The fact that sometimes the accessories can be covered under warranty with the dealership. Now, how this works is kind of tricky, and you've got to be really careful how you go about this. But sometimes manufacturers will have aftermarket companies that are basically melded with them. They're one and the same. A really good example is Dodge and Ram, or Dodge, Ram, Jeep, and Chrysler are all with Mopar, right? It's the same entity. So a lot of the times when you add Mopar accessories to a brand new Dodge or Ram, they can be covered under warranty with the vehicle under certain circumstances. Some accessories will be, some accessories won't be. The coolest thing is if you get accessories on the vehicle from the factory itself. So like if you order out a truck with side steps that are power side steps, those actually get covered under the basic warranty with the vehicle, which is pretty cool. But you can do this with certain aftermarket accessories. However, a lot of accessory companies nowadays are giving separate warranties on that, so this kind of cancels it out. But I would definitely do your research on this little thing and just make sure that if you add the accessory to the vehicle, if it actually ends up being covered under the warranty with it, or if it has its own warranty, just make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into, because that's one of those things where it is literally, there is no cookie cutter way to do it. You have to just read into each individual accessory and figure everything out just, again, with each individual accessory. But those are the positives of doing accessories at the dealership, right? You've got your ease of access. You can take out a loan on it if you want. The vehicle can already be all done up for you. And then, yes, there is potential for warranty coverage, so some of your accessories could be covered under warranty. Now, let's get into the negatives of accessories with dealerships. And really, I should say negative because there's just one big negative, and that is the cost. That pretty much is, in my experience, the only negative of getting accessories put on by a dealership, because mostly all the other stuff is pretty streamlined. And like if a dealership makes a mistake on your accessories, typically they'll do something to take care of you as a customer, all that kind of stuff, which a lot of the times from aftermarket companies, you won't get the same treatment. Sometimes you can, but it's just something where you never really know. But yeah, that really is the only negative that I foresee with accessories, and that is the biggest negative, and it can be a huge negative. Now, the reason I'm saying this is dealerships tend to try to make more money off of accessories because it's easier to make money off of an accessory on a vehicle than the vehicle itself. People nowadays as consumers spend so much time negotiating the price on a vehicle. They spend so much time researching the vehicles, all that kind of stuff, all of the stuff that I've been talking about in my videos, that they tend to forget about warranties, and then obviously the topic of this video, accessories. And because they forget about that, it definitely gives the dealership a huge upper hand, and it gives them a chance to make a lot of money, which again, isn't a negative thing. A dealership's in business to make money, but if you're trying to maximize your dollar, chances are it's going to be kind of difficult if you're going to put accessories on from the dealership, because it goes from you just having to research a vehicle and price on that vehicle, or I should say prices on that vehicle, to now you have to research the lift, the tires, the rims, the bed liner, everything. You have to research every single accessory that goes into your vehicle to find out what's the cost on it. What are the different types of it? How much does it cost to install? What's a good deal on it, right? You have to research a million different things, and the dealerships know that. And I'm not going to say that they take advantage of it, because that's the wrong word to use. It's kind of, that has a little bit of a negative connotation, but that's what I'm going to use anyways. I'm such a weird person. But yeah, they take advantage of that situation. They take advantage of the fact that they know that you're going to spend a ton of time negotiating the price of the car, that by the time you get to accessories on the car, you're just like a fish out of water, just flopping around, and they get their big old mallet and just start pounding you into the ground, making a ton of money off of you on accessories. And I mean, it's as simple as that. So the biggest way to go around this is obviously don't buy accessories from the dealership. That's the easy way. But if you still want to buy accessories from the dealership, what you need to do is do your research on the accessories that you want to buy. Do your research on that lift. Do your research on window tint, as silly as it sounds. Find out what a good price is for that product and negotiate those as well as the car. Because the one thing that I want to kind of hammer into you guys for you to remember is everything is negotiable. Everything. And as a car salesman, I absolutely hated it when I had customers that did this. And so I know that every salesperson watching this video is just cringing so hard, but it's true. Everything is negotiable at a car dealership. The accessories are negotiable. The car's negotiable. The warranties are negotiable. Everything is negotiable. So if you find the same exact accessory, let's say that you want a certain tire setup on your truck, and the dealership wants to charge you $300 for those per tire, and then you find them online for $200. Freaking show the dealership, say, hey, I can get these for $200. Do you want to earn my business and me buy these from you, or do you want me to just order them online, right? Keep it simple, do your research, and that is going to basically help you get a good deal on accessories. And I feel like that just gets rid of all of the negative things of accessories, and really the only negative thing, and that's the money. That is going to sum up things for our video for today, and I think this is one of the few positive outcomes where we've come out where I can legitimately say that this is something that you can do completely at the dealership, and you don't have to go outside the dealership for it, and there are more positives than negatives on this particular subject, which is awesome. And I hope that future subjects or topics have more positives than negatives. But yeah, anyways, just to kind of go over everything again, the benefits of getting accessories from the dealership, again, ease of access, and the dealership typically will take care of you on transportation. If something goes wrong with the accessories, a lot of the times they will definitely help you out on that as well. And then the fact that you might be able to get additional coverage on the accessories. And then going into the negatives, just the money aspect. So just do your research on the accessories that you buy. Make sure that you're getting a good deal on them and negotiate the accessories. It doesn't hurt to try. I know that dealerships are going to hate me for saying this. I know that salespeople especially are going to hate me for saying this, and I'm going to get more comment strings of salespeople crying and all that kind of stuff, which it's okay. That's my life now. But yeah, just understand that it's something that you can negotiate on a car purchase, and if you don't negotiate at all, you'll just never know. That is the truth. But without all that being said, if you're stopping for the first time, please subscribe, comment down below what you think, and then I will see all of you in that next video.